Alright guys, in this video we'll be discussing the power of a playbook. I personally just lost 3 accounts. This is not because of lack of trading abilities, strictly just because I didn't want to respect the fact that I still need a playbook. From a beginner all the way to an advanced trader, a playbook is always going to be there to help you with 2 things: criteria drift and low decision making. Criteria drift occurs after we take 1, 2, 3, 4 losses, or even after we make money off 1 trade, 2 trades. Then we want to go and make more, or we're going to want revenge and try to get back what we lost. In this process, our brain is releasing chemicals. Our brain is going into like an urgency, flight or fight stance, or state, I should say. This is where the power of the playbook comes in, because at that point, you don't have to make decisions anymore. I currently lost those 3 challenges because usually I only traded 1 setup. So going from 1 setup to 3 setups, and then also having multiple conditions that I'm also having those setups play out in. So now if price goes from a range, I have also 3 setups within that range. And then if price breaks out, I have 3 setups within that breakout. This gives me an amplitude of opportunities to basically slip up, and that's when I had to start cutting things down. This goes back into the second point, which is low decision making. Playbook will allow you to not have to make decisions. You wake up, you mark up, and you trade, or you don't, depending on if you have a setup or not. There's nothing in between that. But that gap in between doesn't get filled when you don't have a playbook. Having a playbook fills that gap. When you don't have a playbook, it's open, and when it's open, it leads to your brain creating these thoughts in a way where you might think, okay, I can get in right here, or I can get in right there, because the setup might actually play out. The setup might actually work, but it's not about that. It's about saving the account and not taking every single trade. I'm on my funded account where I'm risking 50% of the drawdown on the evals. I can't be taking B plus setups. For the beginner traders or even advanced traders, remember, it's not even that you're losing profitability. You might just be needing a playbook or needing to stick to the playbook. You might be breaking some rules and going outside of your playbook when it's beneficial or when you feel beneficial, because it's never beneficial when you look at the P&L. It's only beneficial when you're in the moment and you get this feeling or this urge to act upon whatever you're acting on, even if it's hesitating and not taking the entry at times. That's another thing that goes against the playbook. This is why a playbook is powerful, because it helps with all that. It removes all the decision making, all the decisions that you have to think about in the moment or when you're in an urgent state. That's out of there. So then when you get to a point where you're, because those chemicals are going to flow. So when you get to a point where those chemicals are rushing and they're flowing in your body, you just know, you can notice it, pause, and then understand that this is an emotion. That's a signal. It's signaling that your brain, your body is trying to help itself. It's trying to help you survive. But in trading, we all know that human nature goes against trading nature. We have to be able to sit through losses. Versus in our regular life, you probably wouldn't sit through a major loss like that. Or if you're losing money in your account, you're going to try to cut that account, close that account, and secure those profits that you have currently. That's not how it is in trading. If you try to secure profits, that's usually a fear of either losing or a fear of giving back what you already got. That's not profitable. That's not the profitable trader. So the profitable trader has a playbook, doesn't allow themselves, like myself, where overconfidence comes in, and you might think, I've been doing this for time now, over 3 to 5 years. I could pretty much know exactly through intuition where I should be getting in and where I should be getting out at. But it was never about that. And that's what I learned the hard way. It was about the fact that when you do, or when you feel like, oh, I could get in, does the playbook say that? Does this play show that it has an edge over time? That's where I was messing up at, because I was adding new setups to other setups that I had that were A plus setups, but I'm adding new setups in, and it was diluting my results. It was making my win rate drop immensely. It was making me as a trader kind of look at myself a little differently. Like, what is going on? Like, what am I doing? Because this is not normal. But what it is normal. It's normal for a trader to stop thinking like a profitable trader and then start losing it slowly, versus thinking like a profitable trader. Then that wouldn't be normal. Following the playbook and then the edge not playing out, that's not normal. Because why? Because your edge should always play out. Your edge will always play out over 100, 20, 10, 15 trades. If it's not playing out, that means at that point, then it's a time to refine the strategy or switch your strategies. But other than that, it's always going to play out. So when I was wondering why I was going down, it wasn't because, oh, I'm a profitable trader, what's going on? It was, no, am I still thinking like a profitable trader? Once again, think like a profitable trader, become a profitable trader. Have the grit and resilience to get through those hard times. Have the willingness and the patience to sit through the drawdown, and have that urgency and aggression and put it in the right areas. Put it in entering your trade when you were hesitating before versus hesitating, and then when you lose a trade, now you get aggressive and want to revenge and then take multiple trades, and you're trying to find hope, and you don't want to go into hoping and trading. Hoping is never the way, and this is where a playbook comes in. Playbook allows you to remove that hope, allows you to remove those fears, allows you to remove the internal decision making once again, because our body is trying to save ourselves, but there's nothing to be saved. Literally, there's nothing to be saved, because we know as traders our edge will play out. We know as traders, why would I take out 200 if I sold myself? I'm risking a 1-to-1. Why am I even looking at the numbers? I should be looking at the 1-to-1 or 2-to-1, whatever the risk to reward is, or wherever my TP is. That's the game I'm playing. I'm not playing a game of, oh, there's money on the board, take it off. That's scarcity. That's scarcity, and that is not a profitable trader. You don't have to command or be commanded by every thought you have. Emotional regulation will allow you to be able to process. If you can't regulate your emotions, then your thoughts are just going to consume you, because as soon as you get a thought, you're going to get a feeling, and then you're going to act, versus get a thought, get a feeling, and notice it. That creates that pause right there. That pause alone is what every profitable trader has and every unprofitable trader doesn't possess. Currently, I lost 3 challenges. I'm up on my initial investment, so that's how the game goes. Strategy losses, just like in life. If somebody hits your car, you know that's a strategy loss. That's why you got to have insurance. You have things to back you up. That's risk management at that point. Insurance is the risk management. Your car is the vehicle. Sometimes things happen and it will get hit. You will get hit. A couple days ago, Trump sent a tweet out, I got hit. The stop loss is the only thing that saved my life. That insurance, that buffer. So we have to be balanced as traders, because we are a reflection of what happens on those charts. What we make is a reflection of ourselves and our behavior. If we are patient, we get paid. If we don't give in to FOMO or fear or greed or revenge, we get paid. Good behavior is what technically pays the bills in trading. Be a realist. See it for what it is. Have some a little bit of optimism and have some pessimism. You need to be able to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Skepticism is good to an extent. It's good until you do see the results and you're still denying it. It's good until your strategy tells you to buy here and you will win, and you see that because you're back testing. But then when you get in the charts, you're you're slipping. You're not following it. You're being skeptical. You're letting it go too far. Back testing is to remove that skepticism and the optimism, and to leave you just at a realistic standpoint of, this is what it is. I have to sit here, let this edge play out, not negate from my playbook, stick to the playbook, and also don't add new setups in. Don't add new setups, because that's what I did. My problem was just adding new setups, though they were tradable. It wasn't A+ setups. So when I'm losing, but then another setup will come and it'll be my A+ setup, and either I already used my daily loss limit, or like maxed out my daily loss limit, and I can't even take another trade, or I can take another trade, but now I'm just getting back, like I'm clearing the loss and getting some profit, but that I never needed to clear a loss if I never even took that trade, if I just stuck to the playbook. So that's it for the video. Once again, join the Discord if you guys would like to. I'm not active in the main chat, but I do post my daily log trades. Compare your trades to my trades, see where you guys enter at and where I enter at, why that happened and what it is. And maybe we're in the same direction or we're in the opposite direction. Once again, I can sell on the 1 minute chart. You could be buying because you're looking at the hour, 4 hour chart, and you're still making money. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, keep it simple, take risks.